Hi, friends. Welcome back to yet another episode on What's Up Wonderland.
This is an exciting one, guys.
In this episode, Jill and I are taking you through Coasters Uncovered, a thrill seeker's guide to Disney's top roller coasters. We'll check out a variety of coasters and discuss what makes these attractions truly unforgettable.
We're jumping into Tron, onto Slinky Dog, and then jumping back to remember the primeval whirl that was in Chester and Hester's Dinorama.
Yeah, Jill, I loved that ride.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it used to be such a great LOL feel-good coaster
Yeah.
in Animal Kingdom, right? I'm kind of bummed that one's gone. But
I know exactly what you mean. R.I.P. Dino Land.
yeah, I know. Rest in peace.
So let's go and on to this exciting journey through Disney's best roller coaster experiences. So coming up, let's talk about that right now.
Adventures on track. Let's get started on this journey through Disney's roller coasters. I think it's fair to start with the epic Tron coaster, new to Magic Kingdom. Well, I say new, but it's going on like 2 years in April.
Yeah, you're right.
Something like that.
Yeah, the narrative of Tron Light Cycle Run is based on the aftermath of Tron Legacy, setting itself apart from other thrilling rides at Walt Disney World. The new Tron Light Cycle Run roller coaster immediately captivates riders with a heart-pounding launch. The semi-enclosed high-speed roller coaster races at 60 miles per hour, pushing riders through a dynamic course that mirrors the grid from the iconic film. The ride showcases a distinctive motorbike seat that inspired by the light cycles from the franchise.
Initiate in 3, 2, 1. First energy gate captured. Second energy gate. 3. 4. 5 captured.
In the queue line, guests are introduced to the different teams. There's the red team, Team Yellow, Team Orange, and ultimately Team Blue, the team you belong to. The circuitry and digital details of Tron Light Cycle Run are so uniquely crafted. It really stands out like no other attraction in the park.
Absolutely. The one tidbit I will say is I wish Tron is a little longer, honestly.
Yeah.
I love that ride so much. I just want a little bit more.
I think we'd all agree there, for sure.
And next up on Roller Coasters Uncovered, let's actually hop into the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Okay, this one is among the favorites. On this family-friendly mine train, you race through a diamond mine inspired by the classic film Snow White. While this attraction reaches a top speed of 34 miles per hour, much of the ride does move at a slower pace. So fear not, as you board a swinging mine car, you will be whisked in and out of the charming mine where a million diamonds shine.
something about the ending of this attraction. I just can't stand that it's over and I have to get off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just seeing Snow White's house or that never ending dancing that you see in the little house.
It's got to be the Snow White house. I'm sure any Disney enthusiast is going to agree with that. One coaster, though, I will say, it's not my favorite, but that's only because I'm claustrophobic.
Okay.
I used to be into this ride, but as I've gotten older, it's turned into a no-go for me. Space Mountain.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but my husband and I actually really enjoy this one. The timeless attraction that is a space themed coaster that can be found in Tomorrowland of Magic Kingdom. Board a sleek space vehicle, and you go at 28 miles per hour through the cosmos, zipping past the star-filled sky. It offers really a thrilling and bone-rattling experience with dramatic lighting and sound effects. The attraction features both left and right tracks, each approximately about 90 feet in height and serving as identical mirror images of one another.
I used to be a big fan of this one. It is a great ride, but the older I get, my claustrophobia, it just hits different.
Yeah, I can understand that. I have a funny story about this ride though. When I was a kid and everything, my parents took me on this ride, for the first time we moved to Florida.
Mhm.
And kids, you have those dreams of like, what do you want to be when you're grown up and everything. I was like, I'm going to be an astronaut. I'm so happy. I get on this ride and I will say, I was like, I'm no longer going to be an astronaut, but this is fun. This is great. It's like
you learned a lot about yourself that day.
I did. Space Mountain helped clear my future.
I'm sure a lot of kids actually might feel that way. But.
Yeah.
On January 15th, just 2 weeks ago, Space Mountain celebrated its 50th anniversary. I'm trying so hard to smile and close my eyes at the same time. Can you tell? This was probably one of the last times on that ride. I'm thinking maybe it was in 2018.
But that picture is so cute. It's the Instagram template from the Walt Disney Annual Pass Holders account on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from. Yeah, they posted those.
So cool. That's really cool. I like that template.
Space Mountain 50th anniversary launching in 10, 9. Astronaut Donald, where are you? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's actually talk about Big Thunder Mountain. Is this one a little bit easier for you?
Oh gosh, yeah. Yes, my kids can't get enough of Thunder Mountain. It's one of those coasters that just makes you feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just when you think you actually know the ride, because I've been on that a lot. I actually don't know all the turns still. So it's really a fun coaster for me.
Absolutely. It's located, Big Thunder Mountain is right there in Frontierland at Magic Kingdom. The Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is a mine train roller coaster that can reach speeds of 24 to 30 miles an hour. And so as you navigate those turns you were talking about, that force really pulls you from one side to the other, proving to be that thrilling experience that we're looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the wildest ride, opt for a seat in the back rows, while those seeking a tamer experience can request a seat in the front rows. While the ride doesn't feature serious drops, there are 3 really fun dips that might lift you from your seat. I know I've been airborne a couple times.
Yeah.
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad takes on a beautiful allure at night, especially, making it a must try if you have that opportunity. The attraction is home to 20 audio animatronics as well, including there's those chickens, donkeys, possums, a goat, and so much others.
Absolutely. And a fun fact about this ride, doctors have even proven that if you need to pass a kidney stone, go on Big Thunder Mountain.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Oh, that would be fun. You'll have to share that with me later.
Yeah, it's really cool. My followers on A Jillian Ways comment that he actually took that advice and he was able to actually pass a kidney stone.
No way.
Yeah, so all right,
That's
this
funny.
is true. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Can't believe they renamed the Piston Cup.
but all in all, Big Thunder Mountain is such a classic.
Yes. Now, let's talk about one more coaster at Magic Kingdom. I believe this is the best kids coaster, to be honest. The Barnstormer, right? Starring the great Goofini.
Mm-hmm.
On the Barnstormer, you get to soar high above Storybook Circus in a custom-built stunt plane starring the great Goofini. And so the Barnstormer, a junior roller coaster, offers a brief, because it's really short, yet really exhilarating experience. And so everyone is invited to join the Great Goofini's Daring Daredevil Act, which has the lowest height requirement at the park. And so children, 35 inches to be exact, can take part on this coaster.
That's so awesome. The coaster, the Great Goofini, is just great.
What do you think? Was it good?
Genuine ostrich. 3 payments. Oh! Wait, what? I'm just goofing. New boot goofing.
All right. So hopping on over to Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is known for its serene atmosphere with lush trees and peaceful water landscapes.
Yeah, my son, he loves the flamingos there. You can find these things all over the parks.
Yeah, they're
Sorry.
super pretty. No, they're really pretty. I love it. In contrast to that tranquility, there was one coaster that stood out. A steel wild mouse roller coaster named the Primeval Whirl in Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama. And talking about Dinoland, Dinoland is officially closing.
Very sad.
Unfortunately, this now prehistoric Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama section has permanently closed at this time of filming. But Disney announced the closure timeline last fall as part of a phased out shutdown of the entire Dinoland starting in 2025. As a result, the attractions such as Triceratops Spin and Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures are now closed. Although you still can enjoy the beloved dinosaur attraction until the end of 2025.
Okay, now let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino.
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little one.
The only part of Dinoland not closing is Finding Nemo, the Big Blue and Beyond.
You traveled far. You must be swimming under a lucky star.
Let's talk about why. The area is set to undergo a major reconstruction. The Tropical Americas themed land that will feature new attractions inspired by Encanto and Indiana Jones. The transformation is expected to be completed by the year 2027. The original section of Animal Kingdom, once known as Dinorama, was home to the infamous Primeval Whirl. The coaster could literally whip you around, I'm not gonna lie, but if you...
Oh, yeah. I feel like every single turn I was getting whiplash.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you weren't prepared, those sharp turns literally could
It'll
make
get
you
you.
feel like you've been hit. Like, totally. Yeah.
I kind of understand why they had to close that one. I get it.
Yeah, for everybody's whiplash and their neck
Right.
safety.
Mhm.
I'm glad, in a way, they closed that down in 2020 of March. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that you put it that way. It's just so very true, every word of it, unfortunately. It was a fun coaster. It kind of came at a price, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely a shame that it's gone.
Yeah.
Careful not to drop it.
I am. I got a gorilla grip on it.
This is very not very smooth.
What the crap?
Oh, no!
No! No!
The end is here. And
Oh, gosh, those turns. The turns.
But wait, there's more. Expedition Everest, which is also in Animal Kingdom.
Oh, Expedition Everest. You do mean the Forbidden Mountain.
Right? Yes. Contrary to its name, riders on this coaster aren't actually embarking on Mount Everest expedition. The Forbidden Mountain, it's more of a creation of Disney Imagineers, right? And it does stand proudly at a height of 199 feet. Riders should prepare for a seriously thrilling experience with very loud noises, drops, high speeds, dimly lit passages with those spine-chilling effects, right?
Yes.
So brace yourself as you attempt to escape the mountain before the formidable Yeti disrupts your expedition.
Okay. Can we actually talk about this Yeti?
What? The part that is broken?
Yes. Okay. Everyone, it's been sitting like that, literally broken for years.
Life's not fair, is it?
It's been a while. You know, it's quite disappointing. Yes, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I know we all know. I do remember being on this ride and seeing the Yeti coming out at me. It was a great ending for this particular attraction. The sad fact is, yes, this Yeti has been deemed broken or largely non-functional for most of the ride's experience.
Yeah.
Since the attraction opened in 2006, reports indicate it has only been working for short stretches, leaving it obviously out of order for nearly the entire time the ride has been in operation.
Yeah.
You know, that is the Yeti, it's a massive animatronic. And so at the core of the ride is unable to move as originally designed due to structural concerns. Okay. And I can kind of understand this. I understand why Disney feels the way that they feel as far as fixing it and being hesitant, right?
Yeah.
We can almost assume Disney is not willing to shut down Expedition Everest, as this could be a major refurbishment we're looking at. And so the Yeti is in B mode, as what they call it. So it only sits there and it's dressed up with fancy lighting, wind effects, right? Just to simulate its movement. And it actually earned itself, because of that, the vibe it gives off now in B mode, it has earned itself the dubbed nickname Disco Yeti.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that?
Nickname. Yeah.
Yeah.
I sometimes watch people ride the ride just for fun, like on YouTube or whatever, and they're always they always call it out. There's the Disco Yeti.
Disco Yeti. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's funny. Funny story there. There is a great documentary out there on YouTube by George Browning. He is a YouTube vlogger. At GeorgesSpace is his handle. And he actually goes into the story of this Yeti and why it sits the way it is. GeorgesSpace, I got to tell you, I do like his channel. He's a writer that tells of the most interesting and sometimes controversial stories, often that, goes into rises and falls of Disney World. Yeah, he's a pretty good he's a pretty good writer. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll add that link to that video about the Yeti in the description for anyone who wants to watch the full story.
Yeah, that'll be cool to watch on my own. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
But before we wrap this headline up, I just want to kind of highlight those hair ties on the Expedition Everest ride.
Okay.
Reddit actually have own threads talking all about these things. And I was expecting the humorous reason to it, but it's actually much less humorous of a story.
I was reading these threads too. Some of these comments I found mention how these hair ties are actually being cleaned up. I didn't realize that. I thought they were just letting them sit there. But they are cleaning them up, and it's only a matter of time where these hair ties pile up again. And so in order to keep the ride in motion, there the hair ties stay.
Yeah. I actually have to ask, since we're talking about it, have you ever added to the collection on that ride?
All right. No, I'm gonna be honest. No, I'm not sure how I feel about jumping on that trend. It's funny, but honestly, it kind of feels like I'm littering.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't bring myself, to drop my hair tie. But my hair's usually in the parks. I've got a bun top anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You kind of have to do that in the parks.
Yeah, my hair just stays up. I don't have extra hair ties to donate.
Yeah. they're a prized possession. If you're
Exactly.
a girl or, a guy with long hair, you know what's up. Yeah.
That's right.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Here's a deal that's better for the planet, and you can grab it right inside the My Disney Experience app. It's the easy to get Lightning Lane passes for Disney attractions like Expedition Everest. With the new program on My Disney Experience app, the Lightning Lane multi-pass and the single pass system can be tough and difficult to navigate at first, but I honestly kind of feel like it's easier to understand than the Genie Plus system that went away when this new system came into place back in July of 2024. You will now be able to make 3 Lightning Lane selections in a theme park in advance of your visit and choose available times as you make your selections. From there, you use each selection on the day of your visit. You can use the My Disney Experience app for availability to make any additional selection. Disney Resort hotel guests and other select hotels will be able to plan their Lightning Lane passes up to 7 days in advance for their entire stay, up to 14 days, of course. But all other guests that aren't staying on Walt Disney World property can plan their whole trip with 3 days in advance.
Only have 3 days to.
It also helps in cases such as working around any existing dining reservations that they may already have secured and any other plans they may need to consider. In the screen capture, I'm actually going to show you the process of booking a Lightning Lane for Navi River Ride in Animal Kingdom. When you're within your planning window, either the 7+ days for resort guests or 3 for non-resort guests, at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll be able to select up to 3 Lightning Lane multi-pass experiences per day of your trip. Go into your My Disney Experience app on your phone or through the Disney website to make your selections. Make sure your entire party that you plan on going to the park with that day is linked on your account. That way you can be able to get them the Lightning Lane on with you and you can ride the ride together. You'll be able to see the available attraction options and times available. And once you select the 3 attractions and the preferred times, you will then be prompted to purchase the multi-pass Lightning Lane service for that day.
Hi.
And I think that's such a vital tool to see and have, because if you see rides that you aren't really wanting to ride that day, you don't have to worry about spending the money on multi-lane. That's really cool that they give you that option, in my opinion.
Right. Agreed. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You can also purchase the single pass Lightning Lane service for specific attractions that are only available through that option. All 4 Disney World parks offer attractions that accommodate Lightning Lane access, but some have tiers, right?
Yeah.
So here's how that breaks down. In this chart shown here, you can see there is a tier 1 and a tier 2 system. When it comes to Lightning Lane multi-pass, you can choose up to 1 experience from tier 1 and then choose 2 from tier 2.
Yeah, exactly. And when you go into the parks and you scan into your first Lightning Lane multi-pass attraction, the tier system goes out that window, meaning you can start booking freely for any ride, which is amazing. The only thing that I will mention is when you initially book Lightning Lanes, you need to book it for one park. So if you plan on park hopping, after you scan into that first ride, you could just go ahead and start booking for the next park you want to go to. Or if you're planning on staying in that same park, go ahead and start booking other attractions for that park. I highly recommend for any of those people that are meaning to use the multi-lane pass system, please go for those tier 1 attractions and see which ones are high demanding for those parks. For example, Hollywood Studios, you will know the most popular ride is Slinky Dog Dash. And those time slots will run out quickly. So make sure if you get a lightning lane for that and you see it, snag it.
I come in peace.
Moving on to our next headline. The next coaster we have listed, Slinky Dog, in Toy Story Land, which is actually located right inside Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, I love that ride. It's crafted by Disney's Imagineers, and Slinky Dog Dash is intentionally designed as a family coaster, ensuring there are no significant drops during the ride, so people can enjoy the plethora of the spectacular views as you weave through Andy's collection of toys.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun coaster. My son quite literally asks for this ride on a rolling basis. Slinky Dog Dash, it's his talk about. It's funny, he was on Mine Train.
Okay.
And he's like, Slinky Dog. I'm like, no, wrong coaster, buddy.
Yes, Slinky Dog. Woo! Yeah, Slinky Dog.
You know what that was, CC?
High five.
But he loves Slinky Dog that
Yeah.
much. Yeah,
I love that. Oh, that's so cute. I love that story.
Right. But right there in Toy Story Land, there's a lot of fun to be had. The Green Army Drum Corps is a frequent presence, performing multiple times a day. And their show typically lasts something like 5 to 7 minutes.
Very good. All right, everybody. Operation Have a Good Time has begun. Yay!
And how fun is this? The Disney parks really are full of fun street acts and live entertainment. Another longtime classic coaster of Hollywood Studios is the Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yep, you know it. That attraction actually, it just went under a 6-month-long refurbishment, which reopened quite recently. It was last summer, July, I believe, 2024. Have you been on it since that release?
I actually have, and it still jerks you around like crazy, so that hasn't changed. But I will say the only differences that I've noticed is some of the light bulbs are brighter, some of the things are more clearer, as opposed to like before it's like they clearly needed to put light in one area or change the light bulb in like a certain thing. So they did do what they needed to do. And on the Rock and Roller Coaster ride, I still can't get over how you feel like you're in a stretch limo. I love it. And that Aerosmith, soundtrack that goes with it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it really makes you feel like you're experiencing so much thrill because you are going literally from 0 to 57 miles per hour, and it propels you through the city of Los Angeles. So I think, honestly, this is a thrilling combination with the darkness, the music, the speed, and its exhilarating experience. You don't have to be an Aerosmith fan. And we did hear with the close of Muppet Courtyard that they are retheming this ride to Muppets. So we still
Really? The Rock and Roller Coaster?
Yeah. So we still have to hear, of course, when specifically the Rock and Roller Coaster Aerosmith is closing down. So we haven't gotten
a date?
Nope, no date yet. But they're just teased that Muppet Courtyard is closing and Muppets are taking over Rock and Roller Coaster.
Muppet Show! So if they like collaborate Muppets and like Aerosmith together, that would be quite interesting.
Yeah, I think all in all, it will still be a win-win, for people that love the Aerosmith aesthetic and don't want to see Muppets going, but they still get that Muppets vibe in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Muppets will never die, let me tell you. They just want to hang around, and that's okay.
Hey, give me a little Kermit and Piggy in my life, and I'm okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Savi's Workshop is a one-of-a-kind experience located within Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
So now that we are all here, I can finally say, welcome to the workshop.
Savi's Workshop is a clandestine workshop run by a group known as the Gatherers. It offers visitors the opportunity to build custom lightsabers, the iconic weapon of the Jedi and Sith in the Star Wars universe. Each theme represents different aspects of the Force and offers unique customization options for the lightsaber hilt and the crystal. Here's what you should know. Due to its popularity and limited capacity, Savi's does require advanced reservations, which can be made through the Walt Disney World Resort website or with the My Disney Experience app. Once inside the workshop, the group is guided through the process of constructing their own lightsaber by the Gatherers. They can choose from 4 different themes for their lightsaber: Peace and Justice, Power and Control, Elemental Nature, or Protection and Defense. In her own true fashion, my daughter went with the Protection and Defense theme.
It's now time for you to select your kyber crystal, the heart of your lightsaber. Everyone, close your eyes. and picture it.
Close your eyes.
Hold it in your mind. Which color calls to you? Which color do you see in your mind? Which color is yours? Open your eyes, everyone, and select your crystal.
The experience is designed to be immersive and interactive, allowing participants to feel like they're stepping into the true world of Star Wars. As guests assemble their lightsabers, they participate in a ceremonial ritual led by the gatherers, who share wisdom about the Force and the significance of the lightsaber. Listen, I enjoy the Star Wars saga. You know, my husband is all about it. But I'm not like a diehard fan, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But this Enchanting Extra, this was a very, very cool experience. The awe on my daughter's face when she turned on her custom built saber, I mean, that right there, it was just priceless. Forget what the saber cost. Her face, her glow, it really was worth every penny.
Yeah. That you can't pay or put money on such a beautiful memory that you get to even see the kids experience. That's really amazing.
It's just you can't pay for that kind of happiness.
Yeah, exactly.
Now go ahead, builders, and raise your lightsabers.
Whoa!
Builders, you've all built lightsabers.
But we did briefly mention a few of the Enchanting extras in the last episode. But let's break down the top 3 extras that you recommended. According to our last social Q&A on Instagram, you guys truly gave me some feedback on my Instagram at A Jillian Ways, and I absolutely loved it. So I did pose a question asking for your top Enchanting extras, and we got some fantastic recommendations. And here's how you ranked on the top 3. Obviously, first place, Behind the Seeds, a 1-hour walking tour of the greenhouse and labs at Epcot.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Yeah. And second place is Disney Keys to the Kingdom Tour, which is a 5-hour behind the scenes look at Magic Kingdom. And last but not least, Dive Quest, a 30-minute dive into the adventure of living with the Seas Aquarium at Epcot.
Yeah, you know, I have friends who do this dive quest, you know, at least once a year, and they're big divers. And I honestly always forget about this one. But it seems like a pretty cool extra.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool too. I like when I walk by the aquariums, not only seeing people diving, but if you get that rare occasion where you see Mickey diving, I think that's really cool too.
Oh, Mickey dives.
Yeah.
You know what I do love there on the floor of the aquarium is the hidden Mickey and the rocks. Yeah.
It's so cute. Disney always knows what to do with their hidden Mickeys. But if you are interested in any of these tours, make sure to get the lowdown on what's available by going to the Disney's website and seeing what they have. Well, in other exciting news, Bree and I obviously want to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of you for helping Wonderland Way hit 2,000 subscribers. Honestly, guys, we really are thankful to be surrounded by a wonderful community. We're so thrilled to finally share all the details with you because we've done it, guys. Thank you for the 2,000 subscribers.
High five.
Coming up, though, on What's Up Wonderland, fairy tales and fireworks.
Instead of a horse, you're the coachman, of course.
I am so excited for this one. I'm thinking lots of Princess Sparkle and some charm.
Yeah, we'll have to make our own bippity boppity boutique and just go forward and get glammed. Yes.
Yeah. Let's do some dress up for the next podcast.
Absolutely. It's the perfect chance to unleash the Disney divas.
So in this episode, we're excited to share a few hidden gems.
Oh,
right?
yes. Yes. Actually, I've got a special gem I recently discovered, and I can't wait to share.
I love highlighting the gems that most people don't even realize are tucked away in the parks.
Together, we'll share these enchanting stories, breathtaking fireworks, and some other wonders that Disney obviously has to offer. As always, you can find me on Instagram at @JillianWays. And I look forward to seeing you all right here on What's Up Wonderland.